Hello, everyone. I am coming to you from my backyard here to chat about some backyard beekeeping. I spoke today at my service club and really enjoyed, as I always do, talking about bees, beekeeping, and all sorts of fun facts around that, and would love to share more information with you. One of the main reasons I am talking to you now is this specific season and this time of year. This is the best time to get your hornet and yellowjacket traps up. I have a link below in regards to what is going to be the best option for that, or what I like to use. What you want to do is you want to catch your queens. This weather is warming up, and those queen yellowjackets and hornets are looking for places to start their hives, and you want to catch them before they do that, or you're just going to have a problem all summer. Also, those traps do not affect the bees. The bees will not go into them. They will prevent that. Bees don't want anything to do with that. They just want flowers and to pollinate. Also, if you have what looks like a bee, or maybe you mistaken it for a bee, hanging out with you on the picnic table, not a bee. That's going to be a yellow jacket. Bees are fuzzy. Bees do not want to get in on the delicious grilled item you made. They only want to get involved with flowers. So, why putting up a trap is important is because yellow jackets and hornets are always looking for a seat at the table, the easy table. They want to get into hives like mine, and they want to get what my bees have been working very hard to create. Towards the end of the season in the fall, they're going to try to sneak in, and they can really be detrimental to a hive that is weaker or smaller. So, get those traps out now before your queens are out, and you will notice hopefully a lot less of an issue with your yellow jackets and hornets, and you'll be supporting the local bee population. With that said, here's some fun facts about different bee stuff. I'll grab stuff for you here. So, one of my favorites is this amazing looking frame. So I'm not sure if you can see it as much online, but we've got 3 different kinds of cells going on here. We've got the capped cells. Those are ready. That's what you're going to get your honey harvest out of. Right in here, if you're looking close up, it looks like there's water maybe in there. That is going to be honey before it's got the right water content to be capped. Bees will cap it. They know what the water content is, and they are processing all of this using their body, which is super cool. So they do all the work from within, just like us humans. Another fun item is going to be this little gem. This is what you're going to get your queen in. There's a couple different ways you get a queen in a hive. Every hive needs one. And for this, she arrives in this. There's a little cork here. The new hive she's coming into has to accept her, and then you will kind of pop out that cork using maybe like a wine bottle opener. I like this option because you're able to mark your queen. You can put a little bit of a natural paint pen on her, and it'll be easier to spot her, which is important during your hive checks because a happy hive only comes from a happy queen and a healthy one. Here's some of my honey. I haven't been able to get too much of this. My first year, actually, I took too much, which was why that hive failed, but I do have a little bit. Absolutely delicious and much more water soluble than the honey you get in the store. So with this stuff, you just rinse it off with water and it comes right off. Whereas from the store, you might be scrubbing or having to use soap. So it just makes you wonder what's being put in there. Get your handy dandy smoker. And what the smoker is going to do is that helps calm the hive. Bees communicate through their pheromones. And if the queen's letting off, guys, there's somebody in here, the rest of her bees are gonna be hearing that through those pheromones. So smoke, this stuff right here. I put pine needles in mine. There's a couple other options, but pine needles the best because I got a pine tree in the front, like to work off the environment. And just spraying a little bit of that around is gonna block that pheromone communication so that your hive is not freaking out. So you can get in there, do what you need to, and get out quickly. 2 other important tools is your hive tool. and a brush. So the hive tool, that's what's going to help you basically get in between that propolis. That's the sealant, I guess you could say, that bees will use to seal up their hive. They don't want anybody getting in there that they don't want in there. And then come colder weather, the more sealed up and insulated, the easier they'll be able to keep the heat within. So this is very useful, kind of helps you get your frames out when you're doing a hive check. You're using this to pop the frame out, you're picking the frame out, taking a look at it, seeing who's on there, and sometimes using the brush to be able to gently scoot those little bees off of the frames is going to be key. Another fun item here is we've got a lot of beekeepers. Well, there's some natural bees too. So you can make these kind of items for mason bees and other I guess wild bees, we can call them. The big thing is some of the store-bought options are not actually what you want to use. This is an old log. You need untreated wood. You're going to be having bees in here, so you don't want anything that has paint on there or any kind of waterproofing or anything that you wouldn't be feeding your children yourself. So you want just clean, wonderful wood, and then just drilling holes. Use to dump up a couple different bit sizes on that. And what they'll do is the mason bees are not like a hive where you've got like the whole hive coming together with a queen. You've just got a single mama trying to plant a small little family in there, and that will give them access. So that's a great way to support your local bees, and the bees just not being kept, the free flying bees as we can call them. Finally, you've got two different options or two different things that come out of your hive when you're doing a harvest. You're going to have your honey and you're going to have wax. So this wax is what you can make soap out of. It's what you're going to be making maybe candles out of. And then you've got your honey, which is what you're going to be eating. So I've only done the honey harvesting once, and the easiest way to do it is something called a spinner. You put your frames in, it spins around using physics to get that honey to come out. I did not have one of those, so I went pioneer woman style and found every bowl, every strainer, and quite a bit of cheesecloth, and just had it sitting all over. Quite a sticky dining room table that time. And what I would do is you're taking your honey, you're taking your wax, it all goes in on top of your cheesecloth, and then waiting for time to just allow that honey to seep through, separating it so that you can harvest your honey. Make sure you've got that for your tea, maybe to give or sell to friends and family. And then you've got your wax to craft or do with what you like. And that is a little bit on beekeeping. I would love to hear your questions. I adore talking about bees. It really lights up my life and gives me a little buzz, if you know what I mean. So please feel free to ask questions, share comments. If you are a beekeeper, I'd love to hear what you do, especially here in Colorado. And where you can find me this season will be at the Arvada Community Garden. So take a look. I will be over there with their experienced beekeeper, and I'll be keeping some bees over in the orchard pretty consistently. I'll be over there. I'll get my schedule out soon, and you can come take a look and see what bee life is all about, learn more. I truly believe that knowledge takes away fear, and bees are not something you should be afraid of. So again, post your questions, take a look at the places you can find me. I've got those links as well. And have a beautiful day.